Good afternoon, sir. My name is Janvi Trivedi. I am from PGDM FA2. So today I'll be explaining Introduction to Impact of Microfinance on Women Empowerment. So let's begin with first slide. So microfinance is not just about giving small loans. It is all about creating opportunities for those who were traditionally excluded from formal finance system, especially women. So though this presentation, I will explain how microfinance contributes to economy, social, political empowerment of women, particularly in rural area. So now this slide shows us that why gender focus is more on microfinance. So gender equalities means equal access to resources as well as opportunities and decision making to the powers. So traditionally, we can say that women, especially in rural areas, were excluded from formal banking dues to lack of collaterals, limited mobilities, and social barriers. But now, by providing access to credit, savings, and financial services, we can say that there is changes in microfinance of women. So this slide is totally talk about economic empowerment like building financial independence. So the most visible impact of microfinance is economic empowerment. When women get access to credit and saving facilities, they start income generating activities such as trailing, dairy farming, handicrafts, and etc. So this leads to asset creation as well as reduce economic dependency on male female members. So as a woman earn income, they contribute financially to the households, which improves their financial stabilities as well. And when we talk about economic independence, it becomes first step towards empowerment. Now we talk about decision making power is like a voice in household. So when women start earning, their role in household is decision making increase. They gain more control over income, particularly in decisions related to the child's education, health, and major expenses. So this increase their bargaining power within the family members. So income generation often leads to greater respect and recognition inside the household. Now I would like to talk about social and psychological empowerment beyond economics. So microfinance also create a social and psychological empowerment like women groups like self-help groups and joint liability groups. So these are the groups which build trust and collective strength. Now there is a leadership and political participation is there. So now microfinance can also promote leadership development. So many HSGs leaders later become member of local governance bodies like panchayat. And when we talk about the financial inclusion, often leads to social inclusion. And women who manage group finance development organization and leadership skills as well. So this strengthens grassroots democracy and promotes political participation as well. Now moving towards the next slide, which is the microfinance contribution to SDG 5. So SDG is basically sustainable development goals, which are the 17 goals. Out of that, there is a microfinance is contribute to the fifth goal. So it talks about that microfinance directly contributes to sustainable development goal 5, which focuses on gender equality, and it promotes equal access to economic resources. It supports women participations in self-help groups and micro enterprises. By reducing financial inclusions, microfinance promotes inclusive growth. Now, when we talk about Indian contents, the SHG, like the goals, is directly related with the bank linkage program and national rural livelihood as well. So most microfinance institutes in India primarily leads to a woman borrower. However, there are some limitations as well. Some women face increased workload due to both domestic as well as the business responsibilities. In some cases, male members control or appreciate the loan amount. Also, financial empowerment does not automatically mean complete gender equality. Now, I would like to conclude with that women are central to microfinance program and economic empowerment becomes the foundation for gender equality. Self-help groups enhance collective strength and confidence. However, true empowerment goes beyond credit and it requires social and institutional changes. So, microfinance is a powerful tool, but it must be supported by education, awareness, and policy reforms. So, that's all from my side. Thank you.